Yes, yet another Humpy video. Cause I want my own Humpy tying video, and cause I've been tying Humpies for my dry fly box. I've been tying size 12, which is pretty common, and I think that's a perfect size for Humpy. And now I decided to tie size 10 for the video, and I just realized how huge the fly is actually. So for me it's almost too big. It can be some terrestrial hopper imitation, but for example green drake in this color in the yellow, it's I think it's too big. This is size 12, and it's for me this is perfect size of Humpy is 12. But I will tie another size 10 now because I have all things here prepared, and I want few for my box as well. What to say about the Humpy as the well known as a quintessential dry fly. It can be used as a attractor dry fly, and it's perfect fly for searching the water. But it still can imitate almost everything. It can imitate the caddies, it can imitate the green drake, mayflies, and can imitate hoppers and other terrestrials. And it depends on size and color. There's many colors. There's the classic is yellow, and the yellow should have a brown hackle combined with a grizzly hackle. I using dyed grizzly hackle, so it is more like it's like a yellow olive grizzly hackle, and it more looks like the green drake. Yeah, so you can have the myriad of versions. The royal will have a wings from the calf tail. You can have a black, and you can have a double Humpy. I tied last year. I tied a few double Humpies and never more. It's really quite complicated. Even this fly isn't really easy. It's a bit complicated. That's why most of the people don't like to tie it. A lot of people like to fish it, but no one wants to tie these flies. Yeah. Anyway, once it's done, it's great fly. I like to tie it when it's finished. Then it's perfect. But sometimes it looks like disaster when you start, handling all the deer or elk hair. What about the history is unclear as usually. There's guys who say this attributing the fly to the Jack Horner from California. Then some guys say its ancestors being the tom toms, which is Canadian fly, and it's basically the Humpy without the hackles, and the wings are not split. And Pat Burns wrote an article about the Goofus buck evolution, which actually I forgot to mention this the original name for the Humpy, and some guys still call it Goofus buck. And the Pat Burns wrote an article in 1990, I think, for American Angler or magazine like this, and he credited the fly to Keith Kenyon. But of course nobody know for sure. I can imagine it's been created on several places similar times. Yeah, the fly is great because it has tendency flying upwards thanks to these wings. Sometimes it's a bit fragile, mostly the back, and I think the original has been tie it from the deer hair. Now it's common to tie it from elk hair, and I also using elk hair. Let's get started and see what happens. So using hook 100 SPBL Tiemco size 10. And the thread is Nano silk yellow 50 denier 12/0. I will first cover the hook shank, the wall hook shank. Now for the wing and back material, as I said, I'm using elk, and for the size 10 I picked this big one piece. Normally I'm using this one. It's a little bit darker, but for the green drake, if it still can be green drake this big, probably yeah. I choose and I picked this lighter one, and there are two main colors, and it's a cow and bull, and the bull is usually lighter, so this is probably bull, and it's usually a bit longer. This one is probably cow, but the cow is dark usually. Okay, so take a bunch of for the tail. First of all, remove the underfur and put it into sticker, so we have nice even tips. Okay, I think I just took a bit too much, so we'll remove some. Now some guys, they doing quite a long tail. I will add a drop of varnish on the thread base. And I will go with my thread somewhere into the middle of a hook shank. Some guys making the tail as long as the body. I like it a bit shorter, just like something like this. So I will put it in 1-2 loose wraps and start wrapping this. Now I will go, I can already trim this. You can do it under an angle a bit. Okay, and now I will go with my thread around the bunch and keep it on top of the hook. And we don't want to spread it much, so I'm not going to tighten these last wraps much, but I will tighten all this down there, just like this. Okay, now we need another one bunch. Now a little bigger one for the back and the wings. And nowadays many people tying this from two parts, one part for the back and other one for the wing, but the original, and I'm doing this from one patch. Yeah, and yes, just take a patch here. I always take, like, I feel like I take in a bit more than I need, and you can remove it after you prepare this in a stacker. So again, it's necessary to remove the underfur otherwise it will not slide in the sticker. And put it there. Knock knock. Who's there? And yeah. How about the amount? Maybe remove some, just a bit, just like this, quite a bit. That will be nice big wings, but normally I will use less for size 12, of course, much less, but let's do this fly, a big one. So now take a patch and imagine now the tiny spot. You know, you need the entire body, the back, plus the wings. So it's something like the wings like this, and the back is here. So I think the tie-in will be somewhere here. Now we'll go again into the somewhere into the middle. Now we'll again loose wrap and start to fixing this. And now there's a part where it looks like mess, you know, but don't worry, I can trim it here at an angle. Keep a big amount of empty space here for hackers, because we want a lot of hackers. And I will now do the one thread wrap around the whole page, or maybe two, so it will be more on top. And secure it till the point here. I'm not quite sure. It's like too short now, so better remove it, and I will just move it a bit, you know. Just a little bit more here, like this. Wrap thread around the wall. Patch. This looks almost like time for panic. Don't worry. Yeah, reach the right point. Okay, that's better. Now secure this well. I have to trim this now, and we're going to shape the body. Secure well. We will need quite a bunch, big amount of a body thread. This one is 150 denier, which is not very thick. If you will use like a Unifloss, it is much thicker. I will stay with this one, and I will put there two maybe 4 strands at once. Yeah, some nice yellow. There's a problem here. So I need quite a long piece, like maybe 1 meter. 1 yard, and I will make it double, and yeah, once more. It's really thin. That is in here, and we'll start to shape the body. Can twist it a bit so it's not spread like this. Oh, come on. That's a mess, right? It's really a big fly, so we need quite a bunch of body thread. I don't really care much about smoothness here. I'll waste your time, and I think that's alright. I will secure it. Trim rest, and we'll do a little thread base here. Secure it more here. Okay, we are going to put this on. So bend it, and what I'm doing, they are still a bit short, these wings, but we are down here. So I will do one loose thread wrap here and tighten this, and going to secure okay. I don't like this one and this one. Not that bad. Now we are going again around the wall patch with a thread, and it will rise the wing. I'll tighten this more, and we are about to split it into V shape with a thread, the 2 equal parts, with a crossed thread wraps. You can see it from the camera, but it's a V shape like this, if you can see it. And I will go with a thread again about every wing around the patch of the hairs. One wing and the other one. Okay, and yeah, we're almost done. Normally you will dye now the brown and the grizzly, or grizzly dyed brown and a grizzly hackles, but for this case I using just this one, as I think I said it at the beginning. So just tie in, not quite sure. His wings are not too short, but we'll see. So secure, was secure it even here in front of. Trim the stem. And with my thread into just behind the eye. And yep, we can wrap the hackles. I'm usually doing like 4, 2, 3, 4, and do like 4 here as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, do like 5. Let's secure this, and we need a piece of straw, and I will already trim this. The rest of the hackle. And I will secure this here well. Well, this is not cleanest head. I will just trim this and put a hackle, put a straw there again. Okay, and we'll build the head. We'll finish. And just a little drop of varnish. Make it a little bit more durable. Even the first one will fall off. It's usually the back after a few fish. But as I said, it's not the easiest fly, but I love to fish it, and I had great success last year during the green drag hatch. As the ice is a little dirty, but that's alright. You can take a needle and heat it with a lighter and put it through the eye, and it will burn just this little pieces of the hackles. Anyway, here's the fly. The wings are not so bad after all. It can be a little bit longer, but yeah, that's the Humpy. Size 10, huge fly. Huge dry fly. Or maybe just after the fall I've been tying all of the tiny grayling flies, so it appears to me like a huge fly, but it's not that huge after all. So that's it. That's the Humpy. I have my own Humpy video, time video, and I have 2 big Humpies for my dry fly box. For the big trout you need a big fly, right? At least they say. So that's it for today, and hope I will shoot more videos. I have plans for flies and videos, so hope I will find time and I'll be able to make it more often. So thanks for watching, guys, and Thailand's bye.